So today me and Matt did some arms, man. That was a good arm workout.
Yeah.
It's where Gold's Gym and Fish Kill. Really stupid names in this fucking state. Like, that's not an inviting place. Like, I don't want to live in a place with kill in the fucking word. Like, what is wrong with y'all up here, man? You pay high taxes. You have communists in charge of your state government. Like, why would anybody live in this shithole? No offense to New Yorkers, but what the fuck are you doing here? I love y'all, but what you gotta do is move to somewhere like Texas, like Tennessee, but don't vote like you do here, because then you'll fuck us up too. So we only want people who vote like we do, you know what I'm saying?
Which apparently is most of the state.
Yeah, apparently, like the state's all red. Not saying I'm not even a Republican, but man, y'all got some really dirty ass Democrats here. Y'all ain't got the good Democrats. Like, shit, I can't think of one. But yeah, I'm an independent, but man, Democrat Party has failed me. I'm gonna do a vlog in a second. I got some things I want to address, but it's been a long day. 4 days, 16 stores, average of about 3 hours of sleep a night, keeping up with CEO duties, a lot of things going on. So I'm just gonna eat this meal. I've literally eaten Chipotle 10 times. Swear to God, like it's all I eat, because other than bars and protein and stuff, it's all the only place to get really chicken and rice, or beef and rice. Let me show you what I got tonight.
This is from Boston Market, dude. They got veggies that just have olive oil and salt on it, roasted potatoes with olive oil, and just turkey. Like, this is perfect for what I need right now, and I'll get the carbs I need from a sludge with some cereal in it. So,
it's a good departure from Chipotle.
Shit, look what I found in the bag. They gave me cornbread. I gotta try this.
Hold on. Those who follow me know I love cornbread. It's not quite Tennessee barbecue. I'll take it. So we friggin' did it. We 4 days, 16 vitamin shops, 5 workouts, about to be 6 tomorrow, so 6 workouts away from home, a full week, 5 days, 5 days, total days away from my family, and we're here. And what do we have to show for it? Well, I met hundreds of people. Hundreds of you guys came, visit the vitamin shop, bought bars. Even if you didn't, you got a free one. We talked about politics. We talked about life. We talked about family. We talked about just stuff. We talked about training. We talked about diet. We talked about steroids. There was nothing we didn't talk about. In fact, I'm going to drop in a nice little clip that Jason Corey took during the event, and I'm going to drop that in. You guys can watch it, of just what a normal conversation looks like. So let me just give you a recap of my feelings on this week. Number one, I work with a lady. Her name's Nicoletta. And she is honestly, in the history of my career, I've worked with a lot of buyers. And one of them is still at Vitamin Shoppe. His name is Marvin Barton. He's an awesome guy. And she is by far the nicest, kindest, most excited, serious person I've ever worked with in my life. And I was very nervous. She's so nice. And she's trying to really build this section. She really loves her job. She loves the industry. And I told her, I said, I will do whatever it takes to make sure that the outright bar is a success and makes you look good. I also promise that I will make sure that it might not start out as fast as we want, but I promise we will be your number one selling product in the store. Not the number one selling bar, the number one selling product. I said, I promise I'll try. That's a very, very big ask, right? I don't have the final statistics, but I know we're already in the top 15 in the on-the-go section. That's all bars, all drinks, which is astounding because there's probably dozens, if not hundreds of those, right? That's astounding. That puts us in the top 15 in the industry because Vitamin Shoppe is where it's at. Anybody who's anybody is in the Vitamin Shoppe, unless they're a direct-to-consumer company. That was astounding to hear. But here's what I'm really proud of. We were the most successful launch in the history of the Vitamin Shoppe. A Vitamin Shoppe who's been around forever. We were literally sold out of almost every location in the first day. We had people lining up at the door when the outright bar hit their local Vitamin Shoppe. We had stores clamoring for bars. The warehouse is actually siphoning or rationing the outright bars to go to their locations to make sure everybody gets their fair share. It's kind of like outright bar socialism. And I got to tell you, like, being gone isn't what it used to be, guys. I'm 40 years old this year. You know, it was easy to travel when my wife and I were having marital problems. You know, I loved it. I loved getting away. I did. I'm gonna be real, like, there's no secrets, man. My wife and I went to counseling. You know, we got everything out there. But dude, being gone sucks, you know? I love my kids so much. I'm missing practices. I'm missing games. I'm missing mornings of eating breakfast with them. And I'm missing so many things. But it's all about building for their future. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to give my kids stuff I didn't have. And that's why I do what I do. But it's hard, you know? I'm going to be 100%. I'm going to be so real with you guys that you're going to want to turn this off because it's too much information. All right? So let me, first of all, show my guns. You guys probably caught that. I am vain. There's a lot of vanity involved in this, man. Let me give you what I'm feeling right now. Number one, I miss my kids with all my heart. Number two, I miss my wife, man. Laying down in bed, not being able to hold her when I fall asleep. I'm having trouble sleeping. So I haven't been sleeping much. I've been staying up and catching up on emails and getting work done and doing paperwork. And it's just not the same. When I'm at home, my wife and I, we watch a little bit of TV for like 20 minutes. We go to bed. Well, afterwards, I mean, my wife and I mean, I'll be real. Like, we've been together 23 years. I don't want to sound weird. My wife and I have a very, very, very healthy sex life. And so most nights, you know, we have sex, make love, whatever. It depends on the mood. You know what I mean? Like, making love is like, you think about like candles and romantic music. Like, sometimes even married people just want to do it, right? So, I mean, I'm without that. So, you know what I mean? So it's that, for me, that's weird. Like, my like, I've been very spoiled without having to travel for more than 1 to 2 days to California, right? But being away from my wife, I miss that human interaction, that touch, that intimacy. I really miss that. And a lot of people don't talk about that because men think it makes them weak. They think it makes us bitches, right? So does that make me a bitch to say that I miss my wife? I miss cuddling. I miss kissing. I miss hugs, random hugs during the day. I miss sex. Is that wrong? Like, I know it's weird for dudes my age to be in a relationship. Like, I'm 40 this year, right? I keep saying that because I'm proud. Because I'm the healthiest, fucking most active 40-year-old you'll ever find. I'll beat the shit out of you youngsters. But that's real. Like, I don't want y'all to feel like when I told you guys, like, look, I told you guys every issue. Because you're all going to go through it, man. A lot of you guys are going to be in long-term relationships. And you know what? You might lose sexual interest in each other. And that's fine. It happens. Relationships are up and they're down. But ever since we fixed our marriage, went into counseling, dude, like, I'll be real, like, I'm in a really good place mentally, physically. Like, I just love being with my wife. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that doesn't make me a bitch. It just means I found the one. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. I mean, you see all these guys, like, you know, the fitness industry is like Beverly Hills 90210. For those of y'all, that was a TV show back in the 90s. And basically, everybody on Beverly Hills 90210, they passed each other. Everybody fucked each other in that show. Like, everybody had sex with one another. It was just what they did. All right, now, the industry is kind of like that. Like, fitness, Insta girl X dates Insta guy Y, and then Z dates Y, and then it's like everybody like passed each other. Everybody's dated everybody. You know, everybody's hooking up with everybody. It's a weird world, and I'm just the old dude, man. I just want to go home, have a nice home cooked meal that my wife and I cook together because I cook better than her, and I want to play with my kids. I want to go to bed with my wife. Like, I'm a pretty simple guy. I know that's not what's cool on social media. I train with my wife. Like, people are like, hey man, can I come to your gym and train? I'm just like, you know what? I travel a lot. So when I'm at home, I like training my wife because that's our quality time. We have one of our boys from the gym, you know, he's like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, you guys are the only couple I've ever seen in this gym that talk like that. Like, we're just talking like we're best friends. Like, we're having a good time. Again, like, and if your relationship's not like that, that's okay. Like, our relationship wasn't like that till we were together for 15 years. Not even over 15 years, probably 16 years. And we finally figured it out. But that's what we all should strive for. Your wife, partner, your boyfriend, whatever you are, should be your best friend. Should be your companion, should be your confidant, should be someone you like being with. And that's the key to successful marriage is hard, and here's why. You want someone you're compatible with parenting, if you have kids, which is extremely difficult. You want someone you're compatible with as a friend, because this is someone you're going to be hanging out with all the fucking time. And you want someone that you just want to have sex with all the fucking time. I'll tell you what, when my wife and I are in a groove, we're having sex 6-7 days a week. Our relationship is better. It just is, because we're happy. Intimacy is a lot. I like, oh, you're just with me for the sex. Well, yeah, kind of. 50-60% of a relationship is physical. I have no doubt about that. I'll put it even higher than that, man. If you're in my buddy Matt, who was with me this whole week, right? He went home. I love him. He's a great friend. Does that mean we can be married? I'm not gay. I don't want to fuck him. He's probably good in bed, but I don't like dudes. It's just there's nothing wrong with liking dudes. I'm not attracted to men. So what separates Matt from my wife? We get along. We laugh at each other's jokes. We can spend all day in the car and joke and laugh. We have similar things, but Matt's my buddy, not my butt buddy. What separates a marriage from a friendship? Physical. It's the physical side. It's so important. Those of y'all who have been in relationships, when you're knocking out in the bedroom, you're going to be in a better place as a person, as a relationship, because you fulfilled so many needs. And nothing is more, sex is an extremely vulnerable place, right? You're giving yourself to someone. People cheapen sex nowadays, and I get it. I've done it before. You know what I mean? But now I'm getting older, and I'm kind of seeing things, and I hope I can share these experiences with you guys, and it helps you kind of figure it out, is that, because I've messed up a lot, sex is the most physical, vulnerable position you can put yourself in. You're literally going inside of someone. Think about that. You're becoming one in a way. You're making an emotional connection. That's why it's sad when you cheapen sex. We shouldn't. Even though sex is great, I'm not against promiscuous sex. If that's your thing, that's fine. But once you find that someone you love, that someone special, that ride or die, whatever you want to call it, sex is different. It just is. And even when my wife and I weren't having a best time in our relationship, sex was different. It was just hey, here's a primal need. We should probably do it because we're married. Let's have sex and get it over with. And we'd have sex. It was all right, whatever. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't. Now, we're clicking. We're best friends. We're getting along. We're working together. Sex is fucking amazing. So, again, there's nothing wrong if that's your thing. I'm not against promiscuity. I'm not. Just be protected. Try not to get STDs and don't get anyone pregnant unless you want to have that kid. I kind of have some conservative values. I'm not about using abortions for birth control. That's not my thing. But, be safe. If that's your thing, that's great. But I'll tell you that if you're doing that right now, you'll really appreciate when you actually find someone you love and you have truly meaningful sex. I think I said enough for the night. It's time to fly home tomorrow. See you guys. We get a lot of questions about my coaching. Do I still do it? Are there spots available? There actually are, but they're filling up really, really fast this year, really fast. So being that I always talk to every single client, every single day, if you want to be coached by me for diet, training, supplementation, everything in between, let me know. It's done via email. We can do phone calls, pictures, all that stuff, but there will be daily communication on this. It's at marklobliner.com. That's www.marklobliner.com. And, the bottom line is whether you're looking to get in the best shape of your life, whether you're looking to gain lean mass, or whether you're looking to get stage ready or just be healthier. I've coached everyone from people who are 400 pounds, who've dropped down to 230, who've gotten out of being hypertensive, pre-diabetic, all that good stuff. I've coached people and helped them earn their pro cards. I've coached people and helped them win pro shows. I've coached the everyday person who just wants to be healthy. Anyway, guys, let me know. MarcLobliner.com. Link down below. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look who I ran into in LA.
It's good to meet you. I've been watching your videos a long time. Tell me about this protein bar.
So it's the Outright Bar, man. It's all natural ingredients, made with real food. None of that. You ever want to work out? You want just a little snack, a little bar before training, but you know the other bars might give you a gut bump.
Right.
This is something that doesn't have any prebiotic fiber, no glycerin, no sugar alcohols. It's whole, real food.
That is a tasty bar.
Really?
It's easy to eat. It's not too chewy. Normally eat something like this with a big ass glass of milk. That's good.
So it's like a
Really
cookie.
good. No, it's not good.
If you want, we also have the. Want to try the almond butter one while we're here?
Love to.
All right. So
That's
this
a
is
badass bar.
This is made with almond butter, Steve.
That's a one or two.
Really?
He's badass. Good protein bars. Where can people find these?
Well, they can find it at any retail stores. You can find it at tigerfitness.com.
Two badass protein bars. So they get two double middle fingers up from Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's the bottom line.